Hi everyone, welcome to DT's Premiere where technical drawing is made simple. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to support the channel and help reach more students. Let's begin. Now that we know how to do our 15 degree and 165, we can go even further. We can do half of 15 degree, which is bisecting your 15-degree angle. All right. Cutting it in half. And what is half of 15-degree? Take some time to think about it. Use your calculators if you have to. And we can also do the opposite of that. All right. Which is to bisect your 165-degree angle. I want you to do this on your own. All right. If you have done this, just comment the answers that you got for the bisector that is for 15-degree. Tell me what that angle is, what angle you got, and what angle you got for the opposite. I'll tell you if you're correct in another video. So let's move on now and let's go to the 90-degree angle. All right. So we would have already learned how to construct our 90-degree angle based on the fact that we already know how to do our perpendicular lines, right? Which when we create a perpendicular line, we have 90-degree angles on both sides. So let's go ahead and do that. We need to draw our line first and foremost. And let's say our line is going to be 5 centimeter long. I know that I like to use 5 a lot, but if the question does not ask for 5, please do not use 5. All right. So we have a 5 centimeter line, which is the same as 5 millimeter. Label 0 on one side, 180 on the other side, and the first thing we need to establish is our vertex. Then we use our compass. Place your compass point at the vertex, open to a convenient radius. Then we're going to scribe our semicircle from slightly below the line. We're going to take our time and just go slow, slow and steady. All right, I kind of rushed that at the end, so let me just fix it. Slow and steady wins the race. Now that we have done that, let's label side A and side B. When we are creating our 90-degree angle, it's not a use B situation only or use A situation only, we use both. So we just need to ensure that our compass is open wide enough. So when we scribe our arcs, they do not cut inside our semicircle. So I normally open slightly past B. All right. Then at the top, I'm going to notice I leave a little clearance here. I'm not taking it from all the way down here. And I'm not taking it from the middle. I'm slightly over to B, grabbing, and I'm going to go slightly back to A. All right. Then I'm going to keep the same radius, meaning don't open it, don't close it. Place it at B, not in the middle. That's a no, at B. And I'm going to scribe and cut. After I do that, I'm going to draw a line from my vertex through this point, and this is my 90-degree. Now remember, if the question asks you for 90-degree, you need to darken the important lines. So from 0, in your ruler and your pencil to the vertex, and then from the vertex to that line. Now we want to establish the midpoint of our 90-degree angle. Can you tell me what that figure is going to be? Giving you some time to think. What's half of 90? If you said 45 degrees, you're a genius and you are correct. All right, so let's go. We're going to construct our 45 degree. So we're going to draw a line. I'm going to still use, let's use 45. Then 0, to 180. Notice we always use a straight angle to derive the other angle. Then we get our vertex. Place your compass at the vertex. Then open to a convenient radius. And you're going to make your semicircle. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Take your time. Then we're going to label these 2 points, point A and point B. In order to get our 45 degrees, just like when we were getting our 30 degree, we had to construct the base angle. We're going to construct the base angle again, which is 90. So remember, we open past B, and we scribe. And then we place the point at B and we cut. Then we draw our line. But this time, remember, your line is not going to be dark because the question is not asking for a 90 angle, it's asking for a 45 degree. So now you're going to use same common point rule. Anywhere the semicircle cuts both points that you need for your midpoint. So the midpoint is between 0 and 90. So we need the 0 degree line and the 90 degree line. Now the semicircle cuts the 0 degree at B and it cuts the 90 degree right here. So this is point 1, this is point 2. We're going to use both of those points to get our arcs in between. Now I want you to realize that this part is going to be a little bit tricky because you'll have arcs probably crossing each other. Please take a mental note of the arc you have scribed now, not the ones before. The ones that you scribe now, those are what matters. All right? And remember, you're scribing in the middle of 0 and 90, not below, not over the other side. So let's go. Scribe. And then the second common point is right here. So let's just bring this around and we're cutting it. Notice it's kind of messy. Yeah, just pay attention to what you're doing. And then you draw the line from the vertex through this point. And this is now your 45 degree angle. So let's darken now from 0 to the vertex. And then from the vertex to the 45 because that's what the question asks for. All right. Now that you have done this, I'm sure that you have picked up on the pattern for the same thing we did with our 60 degree and our 30 degree. Next thing I need you to know is what is the opposite of 45? Simple. You're going to take your protractor, all right? You're going to look for 45. So we see 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh no, the protractor is not showing us 45. But we would have already known that 45 is definitely there, but it's not going to be as visible or as, obvious. So we have to be the ones to reason it out. So 45 is greater than 40, right? Yes, but it's less than 50, which means that the midpoint would be 45. If you guessed that correctly, clap yourself. You're brilliant. Up your collar. All right, moving on. So now that we know where 45 degree is, we also know where the opposite or what is the opposite of 45 degree, right? Look at the two numbers beside it. We see 130 and we see 140. Now we need to reason this out again. Because between 130 and 140, the figure is going to be greater than 30, but less than 140. So we would know that this figure is going to be 135. All right, moving on. So if we want the opposite of 45 or the question asks for 135, we know that we just need to construct our 45 degrees on the opposite side. All right, let's do that at the bottom here. So first things first, we're going to draw our line 5 centimeter unless told otherwise. If you want to use if you want to use 60, 40, that's up to you. If the question did not give you a specific length, remember we always estimate if it does not give you a specific length. Establish our vertex. All right, take your compass, open to a convenient radius, not too small, not too wide. Then you're gonna take your time and draw your semicircle. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Label point A and point B. And remember, when you're getting your base angle, which is what you should get first, you're going to use your compass. Ensure that it's slightly past B. Grab your first arc above. Take your point from A, place it at B, and scribe to cut. Whenever you cut, you're going to draw your line through, and this is going to be 90 degrees. Now, when we wanted to get our 45 degrees, please note we did it on the right-hand side. And remember, once it's done on the right-hand side, it is less than 90, so it's an acute angle. We want the opposite of 45, which is 135, which is greater than 90, but less than 180. So it's an obtuse angle, so we have to do it on the left side. Simple, simple, simple. Same concept. You're going to use 2 common points on the semicircle where 180 cuts the semicircle and 90 cuts the semicircle. All right? Because the opposite of 0 degree is 180. And that's what we're using. We use 0 degree and 90 to get the 45. We want the opposite. So we're using the opposite of 0, which is 180, and the 90. Understood? Good. So we're using A. That's our first point. Scribing in the middle. Remember, we're in the middle of 180 and 90 in this section. And then the second point is going to be right here where the semicircle cuts 90. And please remember, practice makes perfect. So when you continue to practice over and over, this will come like second nature to you. You'll just see a question, say, construct on 135, and your brain just snaps and you just go off and you just do what you have to do. So 135. And remember to darken the things that are important. We go from 0 to the vertex and then from the vertex to the 135. And that's it, my brilliant students. Ensure you practice. You got this. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Have a good one.